Like human beings, animals also experience growth and change in their lives. It's fascinating to observe how these creatures evolve over time, especially when you compare them as babies to their adult forms. In this video, you'll witness the amazing transformations of different animals, including a foal that grows into a powerful and imposing beast. Get ready to be amazed by these incredible animal metamorphoses. Let's dive in. Cute foal. There are two words that can be used to describe this incredibly cute creature. It is so small that it can hardly stand on its own feet and is standing next to a huge horse. It seems like the little one knows that this big guy can protect it in case of danger. I am curious about how this cute and small horse will grow up. Wouldn't you like to know? Well, the answer to that question is right in front of our eyes all along. It turns out that this big guy here is no ordinary neighbor. It's a relative of the baby. He is a Belgian draft breed horse, which is considered an asset and pride to the country. While other horses of this breed are not the largest in the world, they are still regarded as the ancestors of the record-breaking giants, the Shire horses. By the way, here is a grown-up baby from the beginning of the story. So, what do you think of this horse? Would you like to ride it, or is it not as cute and beautiful as it was when it was a baby? Write your thoughts in the comments. English Mastiff. Just look at this baby. It's a cute little white dog with a black muzzle, and is very similar to a noble Labrador, don't you agree? You can see in the look of this handsome dog that it will always be ready to help its family and friends. This is a very honest and loyal dog. However, I'm not completely sure that such a cute doggy will be able to fight back someone even when it grows up. It's too cute, charming, and stuff. Although I take back my words. I didn't know that this could turn into this. It's the size of a human without exaggeration. How is this even possible? I've been reading more about these dogs, and it turns out that the English Mastiff is one of the largest dogs living on the planet. It's a wonderful companion and friend with a calm and even majestic character. The size of the pet is impressive. Its height ranges from 27.5 to 32 inches, and its weight is between 130 to 220 pounds. You can't hide from such a huge dog, even in any cold, because dogs of this breed are well tolerant of cold environments, all thanks to the presence of a thick but short undercoat hair and a straight and coarse outer fur. By the way, here's one more fact about the power of these dogs. They used to be the favorite participants of dogfights, but their history in this business ended in the early 19th century. After all, even though the Mastiff is so big, powerful, and confident, it's still that cute and handsome creature which the dog was in its childhood. These creatures are especially fond of children and adore playing with them. They also have a developed protective instinct, which is why English Mastiffs often serve as guards for babies. Kangaroo. Let's talk about a well-known mammal from Australia, the kangaroo. These creatures are known worldwide and are very unique. If you take a look at a baby kangaroo, you'll realize how cute they are. But these creatures are also very timid and scared of everything and everyone. As they grow up, they become more independent and don't need anyone's affection. They are strong and confident, and it's amazing how much muscle they can gain. They have unique workouts that people who love the gym should look into. Male kangaroos have a habit of uprooting bushes to show off their strength, which is likely a part of their training method based on boxing. They are also great fighters, and their hind paws can deliver powerful blows. Interestingly, kangaroos have a fifth paw, which is their tail, used for extra support when they kick with their hind legs. There are over 60 species of kangaroos known to science. If you want to learn more about kangaroos, hit the like button for a separate video. Panda. Next, we have one of the cutest and most unique animals the world has ever seen. This bicolor creature combines features of a bear and a raccoon. The panda has taken so much from the latter that scientists have even belonged it to the raccoon genus. But don't get confused, the panda is a bear, period. Yes, it prefers bamboo. Yes, it's a little absent-minded and careless, but it's still a bear. When you look at these cute creatures in their childhood, wanting to do nothing, lying around, sleeping the whole day long, and just not being able to move, you don't understand how these creatures ever survived in the wild. On top of that, they have the biggest difference between parents and babies in terms of size. Well, the mother can weigh about 265 pounds. The baby weighs only 3.5 ounces. As you can understand, these animals can hardly do anything against real predators. So how do they survive and have survived before? Turns out the answer is simple. The best way to stay intact in the fight for survival is to not participate in it at all. These little furballs have no natural enemies, and they have no problems with food either. The black and white bears feed on bamboo, and pandas don't hibernate, which is why they don't need to store lots of fat as their brown relatives do. Generally speaking, this kind of indifferent mood and behavior can be traced not only to little pandas. Even when they grow up and become adults, weighing hundreds of pounds, that doesn't stop them from leading a lazy lifestyle. In fact, this kind of behavior doesn't indicate that a panda has no strength. After all, this is a bear, which means there's a lot of strength and power in those paws. The only thing a panda is always willing to do is climb a tree, and no, of course not just for fun. The panda is ready to overcome its laziness to get the juiciest sprig of bamboo. To do this, the animal will show everyone else a lot of acrobatic tricks, which even experienced gymnasts can't repeat. Crocodile. I would like to introduce you to a cute baby crocodile. I know they can grow into large and dangerous creatures, but at this stage, they're adorable. It's hard to imagine that this little guy will one day be a massive predator weighing hundreds of pounds, hunting everything in its path. It's important to note that this is a crocodile, not an alligator, despite many people thinking they're the same thing. In reality, their last common ancestor died out more than 85 million years ago. Although they're similar, a lot has changed over time. Let's focus on this baby crocodile for now. As it grows, it'll become a fearsome predator that dominates both land and water, taking on any prey it encounters. Even though it may not always be successful in battle, this big guy has a good chance of winning. Don't you agree? Lion. It's time to talk about the king of the jungle. This time I would like to look at a specific case years ago. This little lion cub was encountered by ordinary reporters. They liked it a lot because of its innocent and cute appearance. I don't know about you, but it immediately reminded me of a little cat. They have very similar faces and manners of behavior, but as you can understand, only in the early years. After a few years, the house cat will remain a nice, fluffy pet, and the lion cub will turn into this. Yeah, that's the lion cub you saw at the beginning of the story. It's gotten really big, hasn't it? And here are all its family and friends with which it goes hunting every day. It's amazing how an animal can turn from a small and defenseless little lion cub into the king of the jungle, an experienced, agile, and dexterous hunter. Elephant. Elephants are the largest land animals on our planet. They can easily be distinguished from other animal species by their large ears and trunk, which is used as an arm. Depending on the species, the animal can grow up to 16 to 20 feet in length and weigh from 4,400 to 22,000 pounds. An elephant's skin is dense and uneven, composed of lines and bumps up to an inch thick, but it's devoid of sweat and sebaceous glands, and there's also no hair, or if there is, it consists of rare and short bristles. By the way, here's an interesting fact. An elephant can be right or left-handed. You can determine this by observing the creature from the side and looking closely at which tusk it uses more actively. In addition, this large creature is very smart. Just look at their funeral rites. When elephants gather in a group, they dig a hole, drag the dead animal there, and cover it with branches and leaves. Subsequently, the elephants, regardless of their condition or the weather, will make regular visits to their loved one at the same time. No matter how clever the animal is, it cannot jump at all. Who would have thought that such majestic and massive animals could look like this as babies? They're so unprotected, harmless, and tiny. They're waist-high to a human, and they feed from their hands. That's fantastic. That's all, guys. Which animal transformation impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you later.